What's your perception on the music industry for like young black men? And I say that primarily because when you talked about how people from Peckham think,
Mm.
they just think differently.
Yeah.
But then even within that, when I've spoken to you on the phone, I've learnt things even from talking to you.
Mm.
And those are things that, quite honestly, I wouldn't have expected because I
Yeah.
didn't see anywhere, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. Let me
Yeah.
say that I didn't see anywhere the genius
I call it
of
genius.
the genius of you as a thinker and actually totally getting it. So give me, or for us, like, what's the gems? Like, how do you see the whole industry? And because a lot of people are feeling like, oh, their deal's not right, or oh, this isn't working, or like just holistically, how do you see the game for these young black artists?
I think it's missing a million things. I think people need to understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, me and you were talking about like endorsements and stuff like that. And I've seen brothers like, yeah, man, make a song called Alizé. Like, cool, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to get like 50 bottles of Alizé, get some girls, we will drink the Alizé, and then after we do that, get 50,000 or 100,000 views on YouTube, and then, yeah, we'll contact Alizé. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they don't understand it, you know what I'm trying to say? Where if man was paying real attention, they'd understand, all right, cool, like, I've got a song called Alizé, this bangs. Before I bring it out in like 3 or 4 months' time. You know what I'm saying? You're not even going to bring it out then. If I bring it out 3 or 4 months, let me go and have a couple of meetings with Alizé. All right, cool. Yeah, they want to get behind it because they understand the potential of it. They understand I've got a fan base already who's the age, the demographic they're looking for and whatever. And that's what I think the game's missing in itself. Like the understanding of business partnerships.
Come on, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like even myself sometimes I don't see the connection. But I only see like some artists nowadays understanding how to do it and incorporating this company with their company and making a merger. Other than that, like it just seems like it was a fluke or a company just happened to holler at them because they're trying to get within this scene.
I don't feel like it's strategically planned.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
But then also, I remember you were the one saying to me, the old business model was you had a manager who understood like 50% of the income. Like, brother, you piggyback off that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That yeah, that's what it was. The pop groups and everything, the label deals was the labels can get like 50% of the merch and endorsements and that kind of stuff. Then remember, boy bands had dolls. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like we're nowhere near that level. The little girls were going and buying their favorite members' dolls. They had posters on the walls and all that kind of stuff. Like a couple of years ago on the SN1 merch site, I was selling SN1 posters of each individual member because that stuff's important. And as much as like if you would speak to certain fans about, nah, I'm a bit too old for posters, the posters were selling. Of course they were. Because it's not about, fancy Joe Grind. It may be about that to certain like girls and whatever, but it's also about the same reason why I had Masterpiece poster on my wall. Like, remember, inspiration. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's important. Like, people just think merchandise is just your catchphrase on a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that. It shows like support. Some people feel powerful when they have that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So look at look at Bugsy Malone.
He's doing bits.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He understood what his brand stands for. So he didn't just say, all right, cool, I'm just going to do a little idiot clothing. I guarantee that he hardly ever calls it a clothing line. He calls it merch. Because everyone else starts calling it I'm going to start a clothing line. Bro, you're not starting a clothing line. You know nothing about fashion. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, call it merch and sell it in the right places. Look at JME. When JME sells merch, he sells it once in a blue moon. And I understand, and he sells it for expensive. And people are like, he's ripping brothers off. No, he's not ripping brothers off. He only wants Boy Better Know fans to grab it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've said this a million times. I don't want people who don't truly support man's thing, like, buying man's stuff. I don't want, like, people who are just jumping on the bandwagon, playing music louder than the people who resonate with it and understand it. And people have been riding with man forever. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So my beliefs is that Jay sold it for a certain price, so only certain people will see the value in it and say, yeah, cool, I'm gonna have this. And then later on, because JME is gonna be one of the greatest blah blah blahs, it might be worth a crazy amount, which the fans definitely won't sell it for. But then they might hand it down to their kids, and then their kid might say, do you understand what I'm trying to say? But that's the point, like.
It's a mentality issue that I think
Yeah.
we have with us over here, because Jamie is the equivalent of Andre 3000 in terms of like when he was doing merch from early, and people was actually like doing the counterfeit boy better know tees.
Yeah.
But I think what it comes down to is even the whole part of the business element that you said the artists don't necessarily incorporate. What triggered you to actually even think to understand that type of part of like the industry or the business? Like, why were you thinking like that?
I see it in sports. I see it in America. As I said, I've seen it with pop stars. I've seen it with a lot of different companies. A lot of companies merge, and so we've got so many English brands, or furthermore American brands, that are watching England and linking up with English brands. Why is it not happening? Because from you see AJ Tracy in JD Sports, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, or Foot Locker. Remember, Foot Locker's international, you know.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if you can make that kind of merger, it's not because we're from the hood and we wear trainers and stuff. It's because we're worth something.
Well, we are, but then again, it's like we don't know what's in the other hand.
Yeah,
So
we
haven't been able to equate what actually is our value.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the issue, that there aren't people who can actually say, do you know what? This is what you already have, and this is what it means to those people over there. Because it's almost like, I think as culturally as black people, it's our thing anyways. Like, okay, you rap, cool. You got 1 million views, cool.
Yeah.
That's your brother. That footballer follows you, cool.
Yeah.
You just think it's just cool. And then someone else is like, okay, we'll give you $2,000. You'd be like, $2,000 free money. I'll take it. And then someone else will tell you like, bro, you know that was like worth 25 bags.
Yeah. Of course. Of course, that's it. And that's the whole point. Like, man, as I said, they don't understand what they're worth. Like, because, all right, give me 300,000 followers. I love everything I do, and I get like 2 million views in the space of like a week or something. And then let me make the song Source that I've made right now.
With Asher D.
Yeah. Bro, I'm going to go link up with like daddies, like Heinz, you get what I'm saying? And say, all right, let's do an online advert and push it around Instagram. You know what I'm trying to say? Because everyone's eating ketchup. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's using ketchup and everything. Cool, but how are you going to get this demographic's attention if, for one, they don't even watch TV? Let's do something that people are going to look and say, oh, right, Joe Grant's song. Right, he's on the ad. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, let's do that partnership.
Have you ever, I mean, I don't know if this has been the case. During your career, have you ever had like labels interested at all?
Not that I know of. I don't know. You know what it is? I know a bunch of A&Rs, and I hardly ever go to A&Rs to show them my actual music and that kind of stuff. So I don't really have those conversations. Like, it's not really a thing that I've ever thought of. Because I don't ever want a deal unless it'll be 50-50. Meaning that, yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, meaning that, unless man starts man's own label, you get what I'm trying to say? And that's basically 50-50 as well, you get what I'm saying? Because I see too many people who actually bring out a project, go number 2, and then get signed. But they only went number 2 for a week. And that number 2 for a week doesn't even mean you sold crazy numbers. It just means that basically do you understand what I'm saying? And now you're expected to basically make a certain amount of money to that label and everything. And it's just all crazy, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like way too much stress. A man's already got the stress of, right, is music ever going to work out in the first place? So now you've just added an extra stress on top of you. A bunch of expectations from over there when you was getting shows and you was getting streaming numbers and you know what I'm saying? So like, what's the worth? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you really wanted the mortgage, you didn't need to go to the bank for a loan. You could have went for a business partnership. You was already, as I said, you was already getting those numbers. You can now get paid a great amount of money linking up with another company doing something else that you actually want to do.
Which isn't the conventional record label.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. When we spoke on the phone, and that's what I guess segues into it, we were speaking about money and music and career and livelihood. And what took me aback is that you was like, look, I work. Like, I have to provide for my family. And a lot of young artists, even older artists, they feel ashamed that if I'm a rapper, I can't have a job.
Yeah.
And that's why when I heard you and you was working, we were speaking, I was like, no, he's a solid man because he's thinking about his family first. You don't want to do that, obviously, but you're doing it to provide for your family and for yourself.
It's not even that man don't want to do that. It's that man it's not about what you don't want to do. It's about what you would like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so everyone sits there and thinks to themselves, oh, man don't want to work, but man don't want to get recognised. It's not that you don't want to get money from over there. It's that you would like to be getting money from over there. You know what I'm saying? And do you understand what I'm saying? That's the point. Man would like to be getting music, like crazy music money. Yeah? But instead, man's getting this money. And that's what people confuse it with, like, as you said, it's still money. And that's the point, like, if you got a show if there's bare new artists that are just dying to perform in front of people, if I put on a headline show tomorrow and sell out how much hundreds or thousands of tickets and everything and say to the artist, yeah, cool, you want to perform at my show and everything, yeah, cool, he don't want to get paid. But then go and give him a job and let him get paid for it. He's going to be fuming and the job could be an easy job, like nothing, but he's going to be fuming. Nah, watch when my career kicks up. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because I get it, man want to get paid for their passion. Man want to be recognised for their greatness and everything. So, but people have to understand to themselves that, like, I always say you can't work 2 full-time jobs. I don't work full-time, whatever, like, because you can't work 2 full-time jobs. You'll exhaust yourself and one of the products will suffer, and it'll probably be your music, because at the end of the day, your creativity level will be so low because of your energy. But I ain't got to understand that if you can't, like, balance your stresses, it's going to affect everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone talks about mental health and everything, but mental health majority of the time is expectations.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are feeling low because they want this, that, and so and can't afford to buy this, that, and so and they wanted this amount of views and this song and basically it never hit those expectations, and now they're down. You know what I'm saying? Like, man have quit their jobs and gone full-time into music. I've done that plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? And then it's all good and well for the first year, and the second year, like, you begin to feel it, and now your bills and blah blah, and the people relying on you are like, it's nuts, and then you get depressed. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids and a missus. You get what I'm saying? Of course, man's been through that. You get what I'm trying to say? Man feels like a failure, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like a failure. Like, do you remember that song where is it Eminem's song when he's talking to his daughter? Yeah. And he's saying, like, he remembers the Christmas where the mum bought all the presents and said it was from him and her, and then he went into the other room and he cried because he felt like a failure, because at the end of the day he didn't buy none of that stuff, but it was because, like, he was working a job that was paying the bills around the house, and that's how man feels like. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, as much as music pays, bro, then you got to pay your bills. So then you ain't got no money no more. You know what I'm saying? And then your kid's birthday comes up, and then you're broke, and then do you understand? And you don't know when your next music payments can come out and everything, because that song ain't popping anymore. And you know what I'm saying? And it just makes you feel like crap. So people gotta understand that it's not a bad thing to be getting money, as long as you can balance everything. I do what I'm doing. I've got bare time in the day. I get this good wage. Then I do the studio. Then I go to meet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not exhausted, and I refuse to tire myself out, because that's dead. Like, what's that? Who's that gonna help?
Yeah, you got people who depend on you, innit?
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's that gonna help, bruv? Like, when my oldest needs me, my youngest wants to play, who's that gonna help? When I need to go to a meeting and afterwards, I'm gonna have to be paying proper attention, but I can't because I'm tired. And then basically I'll give the wrong answer to a great deal, or the wrong answer to a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that gonna help? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's about having the balance and understanding to yourself, right, cool. Can I do this? Yes. Does that give me enough time to do something else? Yes. Can I do this as well? Yes. Can you do both? No. All right, cool. One of them got. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to find a balance.
You got to make a choice. How important? Are you married now?
Yeah, I'm married. Okay.
Yeah. Shout outs, man. Like, but how important is it just having like a stable woman backing you? And did you ever feel like the music could potentially push apart your relationship, because music is so like, this has to work, that the relationship can be a bit like rocky because you're spending more time focusing on music than actually the relationship? Did that ever?
No, I don't think it was ever it's never the music. It's the products, wherever it is. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's the fact that whatever you're doing on this, like, over there ain't bringing in money. Then that's what it always comes down to, money. You get what I'm saying? My missus' birthday might come along and everything.
It's the more precious.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And as much as she doesn't care, she would still like a little something to show that you do.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So like, but when you are, obviously, if you're gonna get married, you're gonna end up being with someone that's gonna understand and gonna accept. But acceptance can only go so far as well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that. So you need to be realistic, because in the end, like, think about the fact that if you're over there doing what you're doing, only doing what you're doing, it's only paying so sometimes, and yes, it may pay great money when it does pay, but she's over there working every single day, and she's got your back. So when you can't afford to pay this, that, and so on, so she's got your back. So she's working hard, and as much as you're working hard as well, cool, now it's time to work harder. And like, let her have her own back for a while, because no one's got her back. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Who's got her back then?
Yeah.
And that's the point, like, because when someone's always diving in and saving you, who's saving her? It feels like there's no one there for her, and that's when stuff will start to get affected.
That triggered me, man, because I remember that exact situation. So I remember, like, the girl I was with was like, I just want to know that if I needed, because she's straight, bro. She's like, if I needed you, that I know I can ask you and not feel like I'm asking too much because you're not in a position. And I was thinking, wait, I think what made her think that I can't? I was like, no, I'll be there for you, but she just genuinely didn't feel that.
Yeah, of course not.
I could look out for her the way that she could probably look out for me. And that's when I thought, it was a tough one to take as a man, bro. It was kind of like,
exactly, that's it. Because at the end of the day, you're chasing your dream and you know that it's working. That's the funniest thing. Like, it's so crazy because, like I said, the mental health thing happens, but man's expectations are so crazy that you feel like you're not getting nowhere. But I remember when no radio wouldn't touch man's music at all. Now I bring out a song on the radio, it's always playing it. I remember when man didn't even know what PRS was. Now man's always getting PRS. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And the point is that, like, as much as you may be getting like all these things and everything, bruv, you're basically still useless. See what I'm saying? When it comes to like, oh yeah, we've been together for so long, let's buy a house.
Nice.
Alright, cool, man. He's that great PR. Do you understand what I'm trying to? And that's when the expectations start. And then you feel, as I said, you feel useless. You feel like a failure, bruv. You feel like a failure because at the end of the day, like, she's going so hard, and so are you doing the thing that you know that you believe you can make, and she believes that you can make it. But you know what? Like, it's kind of putting everything that you two are got on a standstill, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I believe in you, but it's not time yet, and I'm not telling you to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the woman. I'm not telling you to stop. I would never tell you to stop doing what you're doing. But maybe you need to do something else as well. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But no one wants to say that to you because that's heartbreaking. It's mad. So both of you are like, she's on eggshells with you, but she's in a bad place, knowing that like you lot are renting a house and it's too small. You know what I'm saying? And she's got enough money to be able to pay half a mortgage, but you ain't got enough money to pay the other half of the mortgage. But both of you believe in what do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're just stuck, bruv.
It's the reality.
You're just stuck. And when someone outgrows someone in a relationship, that's the relationship done. If do you understand what I'm saying? From she is up here and you're down here, and 3 years are gone, and you're still in the same. Like, you meant to be up there, then she meant to see that and be inspired, and then go up there and inspired, and and that's how relationships meant to work. You get what I'm trying to say? But the thing is, if you can't like do those things there, but then you have to leave it alone.
Bro, it's the realest, man. It's the realest. Like, I told people before, I was like, when I was working in finance, bro, money was never an issue, bro. I was like, money, and then it's just like, okay, hold on one second. I was like, yeah, which kind of, like, I can just pick whoever I want. And then when I made my choice, I realized, bro, like, my character as a man, for me, became more important because I couldn't rely on the financial things. Yeah. But then you get to the point where the woman's like, oh my gosh, it's amazing at what you're doing. They love the ambition and the whole thing. But, bro, they need to see results.
Yeah, of course.
Because at a point, it's like, okay, well, you've been doing this YouTube thing for like 6 months, but what does it do? Like, it's you sat down with Russell Simmons.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So how much did he cut you?
Yeah. But bro, it's when real life happens, as you said, when it's like, oh, it's my birthday, let's go on holiday, and I'm like,
you can't afford it.
I can't afford it, bro.
And you feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? Because a part of you thinks, I'd love to. That's it. Because you'd love to take her away for her birthday. You know, one's there like
normal. It's a normal thing. I feel like now I'm Superman, but I can't do a normal thing that a guy who works in Tesco can do for his girl. I'm thinking, bruv, it messes with your head, bro.
That's it. And that's what I'm trying to say. But like, as I said, it's about finding the balance that you can do whatever you love and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like, people don't understand, like, you just have to have a certain specific number in your head. That's it. All right, cool. My bills, they cost this and so on. So, okay, that number, plus the rent, that number, plus any like miscellaneous blah, blah, that number. Okay, cool. That altogether costs us $1,700. As long as I do something that gets me $1,700 a month, do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm good. And go and do what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. Do you know how many people I know that freaking, like producers that have got like mad numbers, like songs on radio, A-list and everything, getting crazy money and everything, are still working. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how many Americans like got hit, sit in the studio and then they finish the studio session and they got one 4 hours later. So then they get in the Uber and go and, do you understand what I'm trying to say? And go and get that money and everything. Because, bruv, like, if you're not prepared to grind hard, then what are you doing, bruv?
Which is your name, innit?
You know what I'm saying? Like, make every minute that you know you should be doing something count. Because it's funny, like, you'll be so busy, but you're not getting no money yet. But you feel like it's coming. But you feel like crap. yeah, and then that week you get busy and you get money, you feel great. But then there'll be that 1 week where you ain't got nothing going on, no meetings, no nothing. You're waiting until next week for anything to happen, and you feel even crapper because there's no money coming in that week, and you know that you just if I can just find one meeting, but that meeting won't make any sense. None of those meetings will make any sense. So what's the worth of going to them and whatever? So obviously you got time. So go and make some money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, go and do something and make some money. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always time to make the money that you need to make. And there's always also the time to do whatever you want to do. And you could be making money through both until basically the thing that you want to do, the thing that drives you is...
That's your hour
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, the thing that drives you is... like,
You'll supersede it.
like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it. Supersede, that's the word.